Hey, this is CBS 21 Next. I'm Candace Scalise. Fascinating story to tell you about today about how canines are being used to sniff out basically electronic devices that are holding files, and sometimes those files contain child pornography. Maxine Rose learned all about this today. Maxine, I hope I got most of that right. You and I just had a brief conversation. So tell me a little bit more because I haven't learned a lot about it yet, but I am intrigued.
Yeah, Candace, it was definitely interesting to learn about today. So essentially, what we're talking about is electronic storage devices. That could be anything from, your cell phone
Mhm.
to a flash drive. So what you're looking at there, that is Canine Spike. He's with Our Rescue. It's a nonprofit. They're based out of Utah, but they've got dogs deployed all over the country and the world. This is the second dog deployed here in Pennsylvania. What he's looking through there are different things we've put around this lobby I'm sitting in today, putting different technological devices, whether that's a phone. You saw he put it in the book there, just hidden in there, but also micro SD cards, putting it behind that door there, um,
Wow.
and he's sniffing it out. So look, so he found a phone behind there. And so, what his handler, Chaz, explained to me today is that there is a chemical, a compound chemical, and I'm not even going to attempt to say the name of this compound chemical,
Sure.
but it's abbreviated TTPO. You
Okay.
can look that up online, but it's sprayed on the circuit board of a flash drive or a micro SD card, a phone there. Um,
Okay.
and so he can smell that. I mean, obviously you and
Gotcha.
we're not like, wow, our phones smell like
Right.
funny,
You can
but
smell the chemical that's on these electronics.
yes,
And
it's
they're
it
microelectronics too. Look at that little TV.
yes. So in that little TV, he was just showing me there. He was just showing me there, like that you can turn the channel, and essentially what these investigators were finding is that, turning the channel on there might just look like a regular toy. Apparently, he said it was found with a Barbie set.
Okay.
But in there were videos of child sex abuse material.
Mhm.
So what this really helps is to find all the evidence necessary to convict someone of, you know, child sex exploitation, sex trafficking, things like that.
Mm.
So again, that handler today coming into our lobby placed different types of devices in and around for Canine Spike to go find, and that's him doing that right there. He ran around
Yeah.
with our phones for a little while, Candace.
So you were telling me too that sometimes these SD cards and these chips are so tiny that they can be stored in like a wall charger in something as small as a coin, which
Yeah.
like we see every day. Why would we even think that that's even? I mean, we shouldn't think that, right?
Right.
But
No,
like
I mean,
obviously that's something that these predators or whomever is using to store data that they don't want people to see. Like as he's holding up here, it's so tiny.
yeah. I mean, it's so tiny. It's scary. It is a little scary. I know you and I talked about that. Just how much of this could really be hiding in plain
Plain
sight.
sight. Yeah, yeah. So this is a nonprofit then. So do you know how many canines are here locally, or like how often are these dogs used?
I believe
When are they using them and stuff?
Yeah, so I believe Chaz said that there are 7 here in the state of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
There, I believe, are 129 worldwide. Now, this is just for
Okay.
our rescue nonprofit. So there
Gotcha.
could be
Okay.
many more around the country.
Hmm.
So Spike and his handler Chaz came out of Luzerne counties. They came over here today. We do know that there is one locally. He said that there's one out of York County with the
Okay.
York County Regional Police, I believe. So we'll be following up with them as well. But Chaz was able to kind of give a full picture of like what this program really does day in and day out, all across the country, all across the world. And
Yeah.
Spike being, I believe, the second, I think, as I said, second one to be deployed here in Pennsylvania.
Well, it seems like it could make such a big difference because if somebody reports that, but then by the naked eye, a human goes in, a detective, and can't find anything, you can bring this dog
Right.
in, and that's your case. That's the evidence there that you need to prosecute in court. So this can really make a difference in these cases where these
Yeah.
children are being abused.
Right. And as you were saying before, we were talking about things being hidden in plain
Mhm.
sight. You see a book, an investigator might not see a
Open
book
that.
as something, open that. They might
Yeah.
not, you talk about that coin, right? We don't have a video of it here, I don't think, but we'll be able to show you later tonight. It
Yeah.
literally, I mean, it's just a quarter. And there's a certain type of key, I guess, that you use. You just hit it down and it opens. And in the inside is just a hidden micro SD card. So, and that TV that I was telling you too, hidden with Barbie
Right.
toys.
Toys. Yeah.
Like,
Kids' toys.
do you remember the nanny cam situation from years ago?
I don't think so.
We
Mm-mm.
talked a little bit about that too. Just, like the nanny, they look like dolls and they
Okay.
have cameras in them. And it
Okay.
was a nanny cam to watch your nanny watching your kids.
Right. Right.
But then they were kind of used in more sinister ways.
Mm. Right.
And as technology is evolving, we're seeing more of that. We're seeing a charging block that you
Right.
put that works, right? That
Mhm.
that actually works,
Yeah.
plugged into the wall with a camera on it, and you
So
would
there's
never
no way you
notice.
would know. There's no
No
way you would
way.
know. It's interesting to me too, because if you think about hotels and Airbnbs too, I know that we've done certain
Mhm.
stories about, people hiding cameras in their Airbnb or whatever, right? So it's like an invasion of your privacy and that obviously can carry charges too. But I'm just thinking, I'm sure that there are cases, right, where that exists as well. So
Yeah.
is there anything, I don't know, are there any action items that people can take, whether it's just like learning about our rescue maybe, or what can people do about something like this?
Yes. So not every police department has a spike, right? Uh,
Mhm.
so that's something that our rescue is looking to help do, to bring these dogs to more and more law enforcement agencies.
Yeah.
Again, they are a nonprofit though, so they have a lot of
Great.
amazing donors that are helping to keep their mission going.
Go. Yeah.
But there are people who are donating, and it's $20, and even then is enough for them. So you can find their website online. It's our rescue, I would believe it would probably be .org.
Mhm.
We'll have all of that on our website too.
Okay.
But you can donate on there. You can learn more about their mission. Is there a dog locally here?
Yeah.
And just help kind of connect the community with more dogs like this, because these dogs really end up being such
A resource.
amazing, yeah, such an amazing
Yeah.
resource, such a pivotal part of
Mhm.
investigations in communities. But lastly, I do want to hit on the fact too, that Chaz talked to me about the reason for the canine being a lab.
Okay.
Uh, I think you often hear canine and you think of like a German Shepherd or something,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
right? And they're kind of scary and you don't want to mess with them. Uh, this is the most lovable dog I think I have ever met. He
Yeah.
is so sweet. He's very food driven, but of course,
Motivation.
yeah, of course, we all need it sometimes, right? But he's just so sweet, and that's the second part of his purpose in his work, and that's to be there for the survivors of
Wow.
child sex abuse. So he's trained
Mhm.
as a like a caretaker, as a
Mhm.
comfort dog.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so because a lot of the time after a search rescue mission or something of that sort, those kids have to go into a forensic interview at a child advocacy center,
Yeah.
and they have to be there alone. They can't you can see how happy he is, how
Right.
lovable
Having
he is.
that animal there for support, I'm sure makes a world of difference.
They're able to really share the experiences
Mhm.
that the awful, horrific experiences that they've had and, have been shared to scare or scared to share, excuse me.
Right.
You know, and they're able to do that because Spike and dogs like Spike are there.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to your story tonight at 5 and 6 on CBS 21 because Maxine was showing us earlier just how they find the chips and things like coins. So we're going to see more of that later. And then, as
Yeah.
she mentioned, you can find this website. We'll put it on cbs21.com so it's easy for you to remember. But you can find out more about our rescue as to if you're interested in getting involved, donating, getting those dogs in central Pennsylvania. So Maxine, thank you. A really fascinating story, hopefully a very empowering one as people watch it and can help support this great cause.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, that does it for today. I hope you have a good Friday, and we'll see you next time on CBS 21 Next.